Okay, everyone, I want you to go here. Okay, have a drink. Cheers. Everybody say yeah. It was so funny. All right, everyone, look at the bride. Okay, can't remember her name. Let's say her name is Kate, okay? All right, Kate, looking at me, and all the bridesmaids looking at her. Cheers, saying yeah. I was like,
That'd be so hard.
it was so hard, man.
You didn't have video back then too. That's good.
By myself.
It'd be so hard with video.
Yeah.
Because you wanted that, like them chasing and making the sounds and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it was challenging. It's funny at the same time. Okay. All right.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hi, Brett.
Hi, Alvin. How you going?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening somewhere,
Wherever you are.
wherever you are. Okay. Today we're going to. What are we doing today? We have these common questions the clients ask us, from the photography side and the videography side. And and we go from there.
Just basically here to talk about and try to answer most of them
Yeah.
as best as we can.
Yep. Okay.
I'll start with the photography side. What strategies do you use to make couples feel comfortable and natural in front of your camera?
Right. Sometimes I make jokes. I tell them, something funny. I smile a lot. Just asking questions, really. How are you? Just make them feel comfortable. But I do tell jokes. Sometimes, clients, they're really stressed up.
Yeah.
Like on the wedding day,
Yeah, 100%.
there's hardly any smile face and all that. What I would do, I just go up to them, say, hey, how are you going? How was this morning? Have you had breakfast yet? Have you had lunch? Have you had some drinks? Yeah, just sometimes I tell a bit jokes and all that. Yeah, that's what I do. And then for the photo shoot session,
Because you do a lot more candid
yeah,
stuff,
I
kind
do
of thing.
candid stuff, yeah.
More of, I think, movement.
Yeah.
A lot of,
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
making the couple's emotion
yeah,
come out more. Because, they can be very uptight on the
yeah.
wedding.
After the ceremony, the couple's usually a bit loosen up. Yeah, they're not really as stressed
Yeah.
as before. It's a bit easier usually after the ceremony.
Yeah.
Because as you can imagine, like during the ceremony, everyone is going to be looking at them. Yeah, like all eyes going to be on them. Here comes the bro.
Yeah. Center of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I do.
Cool.
Okay, so how do you approach storytelling in your wedding films? And can you describe your process for crafting a narrative?
That's deep. That's deep. Dude. Basically, you base everything off the couple. I always meet up the couple beforehand, so I know what kind of vibe they're after. And I do ask them, like, from my previous work, which one do they like the best, and which sort of represents them, kind of thing. And then go from there. On the wedding day, depends how fun or more emotional the wedding is. That's how I base the timeline, the narrative, pretty much. And choosing the songs, would it be more mellow? Would it be more, upbeat kind of songs? And that's basically it. And with a timeline, just choosing which kind of speech or vows to put in there. Normally the vows would be in there anyway. Normally they would have personal vows. I try to encourage my couple to have personal vows. Otherwise, it's just, the legal vows. It's not really that emotional.
Yeah.
So Depends on the couple, really. Yeah.
That's good.
Can you share a challenging moment you faced during a wedding shoot and how you overcome it?
Oh, this was long time ago. I remember it was a bit raining, and the photo shoot location was a bit wet.
Yeah.
Right. And then it was a bit raining and then a bit wet. And then when I was doing this photo shoot with the couple, the bride was crying when I was shooting the wedding.
Right.
She was crying a little bit. No, I was like, why is she crying, right? So why is she crying? I said to her, why are you crying? Are you okay? And then she said, like, my dress is wet. That's what she said. It's like, that's a bit funny. It's like, my dress is a bit wet because of the weather. I said to her, look, give me 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, right? And it's gonna be done. That's it. You can go back to the venue, just relax.
Yep.
Click, done, and then off they went back to the venue. Yeah. I wouldn't call it that's a challenge though. It was I would say that's like a funny moments. During the photo shoot.
I don't know, maybe because sometimes the brides don't know where they pick the venues.
Yeah.
And it's all, grass. It's always normally outdoors. And they know the dress is going to get dirty or wet. And, they should account for that.
Yeah.
That bit if it happens. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they actually don't think ahead, especially when they do wedding ceremony on the beach. Sand everywhere.
Yeah. The hairs everywhere.
Because of the wind.
Yeah.
And all that. That's very challenging for the guest and for us vendors too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taking photos and videos. Without the shade. And it's normally like bright sun.
Bright sun. And then the funny thing is usually we have those like the lovely girls in the background sunbathing. Yeah.
Or naked man.
Naked.
Naked man. Normally, the naked man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the background, it's kind of distracting. Like for us, like for me, photography side of thing, I can just remove it easily.
Yep.
Done. But with videography, it's gonna be a bit hard. The technology is not there yet.
Yeah. There's a way to it, but
Angle it.
I know that you can actually remove.
Oh, really?
People, but it's not easy work.
Yeah, hard work.
Yeah.
I did this ASMR. You know ASMR?
Yeah.
So I had to whisper like throughout the bride prep session.
Why is that?
Because she has a baby sleeping the next door. No, she was sleeping in the toilet.
The baby sleeping in the toilet?
Yeah, because the room was so small.
Right.
So there was only one room, one toilet. So they put the cot
in the
toilet. Jesus. So the baby is sleeping there. So throughout the session, I was like, okay, everyone, I want you to go here. Okay, have a drink. Cheers. Everybody say yeah. It was so funny. All right, everyone, look at the bride. Okay, can't remember her name. Let's say her name is Kate, okay? All right, Kate, looking at me, and all the bridesmaids looking at her. Cheers, saying yeah. I was like,
That'd be so hard.
it was so hard, man.
You didn't have video back then too. That's good.
By myself.
It'd be so hard with video.
Yeah.
Because you wanted that, like them cheering and making the sounds and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it was challenging. It's funny at the same time. Okay, my turn. How do you handle challenging lighting situations, especially during indoor ceremonies or receptions?
Video side of things.
Yeah.
Always bring lights.
Good.
Always bring lights.
Yeah.
I know a lot of videographers don't really use lights. I actually never seen other videographers use lights. To be honest, because cameras nowadays are really good, especially Sony's. You can go up to 12,800 ISO, and you can still have no grain. But a lot of venues have those festoon lights, which is tiny yellow. You get banding, like our problem now. Yeah, no, I always bring lights. I have two at the moment. I'm planning to get two more, so I can have like the four corners lighting.
Wow.
So trying to invest on that because need more batteries as well. It's not just the lights.
The setup can be challenging though.
Yeah, but it's I think it's worth it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Lighting is always a key. That's what I learned about cinematography. I do a bit of a cinematography on the side now. So lighting is always, the key. It's like when you do portrait session, you look for where the light is. If you want it backlit, if you want it to be, front lit or side.
That's right.
Yeah, so lighting is always a key. Doesn't matter. I know I'm carrying a lot of things already, but it's for the couple.
Yeah.
It's the quality that I want to give out to them. It's not just for me.
Yeah.
It's not my convenience.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I'm sweating,
Yeah.
sweating all the way through, dripping down my back.
Yeah. That's why I always tell my clients to give us maybe half an hour for setups.
Yeah.
Like for you, especially because we work together a lot, we can set up all the lighting, in across the room, and then you have time to do some detail shots.
Yeah.
The cake, and then the whole thing, the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is, if they don't give us that much time, that can be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. Because normally a reception, it would be a portrait session before that.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get as much as you can, but then the ceremony gets pushed back, and then the congratulations comes in, and then everyone wants to come in, take a photo with everyone. Yeah, it's challenging, but just gotta find a way to
Yeah.
based on experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think with four light settings is good for a bigger room, right?
Yeah.
But with a smaller room, do you think you're going to be using like 4 lights as well?
Depends
Depends.
how big the space is, because I don't want to block people's way as well. If there's a dance floor, for sure. Normally there would be a dance floor in the middle. You can have the 4 lights on there. So yeah.
I've been to a few reception venue, aka pub or a bar, right? There is hardly any dance floor, and the room is tiny, and there's a lot of people there. If I see a room like that, I'm not gonna be bringing my flash. It's like what happened last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use one flash on top of my camera. Done.
And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like if it's gonna be happen with your equipment, I think it's gonna be costly.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to invest in getting those umbrella stands.
Umbrella stand.
Those round like this, like
Oh, yeah,
weighted.
yeah.
It's like weighted, and then you can put your light stand on here.
Right.
So it takes up minimal space instead of the 3 legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a good idea.
trying to see.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
It's just like trying to get rid of the trip hazard. It's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why nowadays I'm carrying a sandbag with me.
I need to get it done.
Ever since that incident, I put my sandbag and then I actually just shovel it just to see if it falls down or not. Kick it. It's like, okay, stay there. Oh yeah, it stays. That's good. Good on you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Another question. How do you balance between capturing candid moments and stage shots during wedding?
Okay, I usually start off with doing some candid moments. I think it's an icebreaker for them when we're doing photo shoot with the couple.
Yeah.
I usually get them to just like one of those like walking away from us.
Yep.
And then walking back to us, looking at each other, smiling, The groom hardly smiles as per usual. Yeah. But yeah, that's fine. I just usually tell the brides like, hey, tell some jokes, tell some jokes, and then he loosen up a little bit. And then sometimes I get the groom to tell something to the bride and just make some jokes, and everybody's smiling, all happy, and then that is the time I know, okay, they loosen up a little bit. and then I'll do some stage photos where the groom is picking the bride. Yeah, I love that shot, and my specialty with the veil. You know, I look like an idiot.
We'll put a video of Alvin doing that. Just whipping the veil back and forth, trying to fit in the wind.
There's no wind, just my hand. Just my hand.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, but that works.
Yeah, we'll put a video up on this and then what the result is, so you can see how dedicated we are with this job.
Yeah, but when there is actually wind, I was like so excited. Oh, thank you, wind.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Makes it easier. I
Yeah.
was holding on
Just one
one
shot.
side. Click, click, click. Usually it takes 3 minutes, 4 minutes just to play around with the veil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stage.
You don't do a lot of stage
No,
shots.
not
I
really.
think mainly of backlit.
Backlit.
When you do the
Yeah.
OCF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backlit stuff. Yeah. Personally, I like the movement, like walking stuff and all that stuff. At the reception, I usually get them to go out a little bit.
Yep.
And get some nighttime photos.
Yep.
That is the only stage photos I do at the receptions. Like nighttime photos with the flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
do
do
that.
much with the portrait sessions.
Yeah, I don't personally. I'm not a big fan, like with the, like a stage photos. You know, like the couple just stay there and then
For like 10 minutes.
like 10 minutes.
For one photo.
A bit boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I can do it. It's just sometimes my client prefer to do less of that and more motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it becomes awkward
Yeah.
afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think with my market, my clientele, they would prefer something more motion and stuff.
Art in motion. That's what it is.
Is it motion? Yeah. What's your plan if there are technical issues on the wedding day?
Always have backups.
Always have backups, yeah.
When I go to a wedding, it's always 3 cameras.
3 cameras.
And I always get 3 audio sources. So there's always a backup. If one of them fails, then, you know, there's always one that I can get proper audio from or proper footage from. Came with experience as well. There's a few times where I haven't pressed the record button on one of them. So, you know, client doesn't know. Client never knows. You know, it's not a proud moment for me, but you know, things happen.
Yeah, we are only human. Eh?
Yeah, and you know, for me to set up 3 cameras and I'll do it by myself, it's a bit challenging for a lot of people. I know a lot of videographer friends, they only use 2 cameras so they can, you know, actually look at it. But for me, I can't downsize the equipment that I use because that's what the quality I want to be. I don't want to sacrifice that bit just so I can, you know, have the convenience. Audio source, I always have recorder plugged into the Celebrant's speaker. I have 2 lapels running and I have the camera audio as well.
Right.
So, yeah, and it makes it easier for me to sync in post as well. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's good.
Always have backups. Always. It's you can never tell. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's good. Photography side, I always carry 2 cameras. 2 cameras on the day, zoom lens, and then wide angle lens.
Yeah.
There is no audio with photography anyway. So yeah.
What role does lighting play in your wedding photography, and how do you manage it in different settings?
Lighting plays.
What if it's overcast?
Yeah. And if it's overcast,
You'll cry.
no, I will definitely use flash.
Okay.
Definitely use flash to create some like moody setting with the flash and all that stuff. Because if it's overcast, we can't play around with lighting too much.
There's no way to.
Yeah, overcast is challenging for us photographers. And then if I use flash, I will definitely use backlit kind of photos
Mm-hmm.
because I love backlit, and then it'll create some like halo effect behind the couple.
Yep.
If there's no one helping me on the day, like usually I use you.
Yep.
Me holding the flash. If not, I will use my light stand.
Yep.
Create that
With a sandbag, yeah.
With nah,
No, it's
too heavy. Just for one shot, I wouldn't worry about the sandbag.
So if it's overcast from say prep, so getting ready, do you use flash still?
For prep, usually I wouldn't worry about it. For a ceremony, probably I will use flash. If it's too dark,
Yeah.
I will use flash.
And if it's indoors, I think, yeah.
If it's indoors, definitely. Like last weekend, it was in the room, and heavy backlit. So I used the cameras. 85 on my left, and then flash with wide angle on my right. The thing that I should have done is to put my trigger on my left, so I can put another piece of flash behind me, so I can get like another extra flash for my zoom lens, 85mm, right?
Yeah.
So the color was not the same.
Yeah.
With the flash
And without the flash.
Yeah, without the flash.
Yeah.
In that situation, flash is really important because the clients, they don't know where they're gonna be doing the ceremony at. They just think, okay, that's the window.
It's a pretty spot.
Pretty spot. Okay, we'll do the ceremony there.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but I can't blame them either.
Yeah.
Because that was the only spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the same with the old tower house.
Yes.
Everything's backlit. It's always backlit.
That's right. Yeah. Although to be honest, I never had any problem over there. I know some photographers, when they shoot ceremony there, they use flash. I don't even bother using flash.
No.
Yeah.
Same.
Because the window behind them there is no we can't see outside anyway. Like this window last weekend we can see.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a little bit funny if we like overexpose the window.
Yeah.
At least we want to see a little bit. The thing I hate about shooting in that situation is the color is way off, especially on the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You either have to up the contrast or dehaze on the Lightroom.
Right.
But the color, we have to play around with the temperature,
With the skin tones, yeah.
skin tone, all that.
The
Orange, especially, and because it's next to the window, the color looks a bit bluish. Yeah,
Cool.
that's some technical problem there. How do you collaborate with the wedding photographer to make sure you both get the shot you need?
I only work with Alvin. Only work with Alvin. No, I'm kidding. Communication.
Communication, yeah.
A lot of photographers actually that I've never worked with before told me that they had bad experience with other wedding videographers.
Oh yeah, I had bad experience too.
See, and I'm like, how does it happen? It never happened to me.
Yeah.
Because I think first thing is communication. It's very important. And a lot of times, whenever that photographer that told me that they had bad experience, they're like, "You're not like the." They keep comparing me with the bad ones, which is it's kind of nice in a way, but like I still haven't experienced that bit because like I said, I have 3 camera setups, and there's only myself and the photographer. So even if they block one of the cameras, I can switch to the other camera, which is, I always tell them, doesn't matter where you go, just take a shot. If you need the shot, just go. And they'd be like, you're so easy to work with. You're so chill. And I'm like, that's how every videographer should be. I don't know how to tell people that, but I'm more chill than just anyone. I don't stress out. I probably stress out in my head, but I don't show it. which is it's kind of my strength, I think. But yeah, communication is the key to get each shot. Like we're both there to get the shot that we need for the client. If we're gonna get the first kiss, we'll find a way. I always find a way. I use a long lens too, so I use a 35-150. So I get the wides and I get the tight. So if the photographer's in front of me, I can just move a little bit to the side and just zoom in to get the ring shot or the first kiss. Yeah, just never been a problem for me. But yeah, I think communication, just tell the photographer where you're gonna be. I'll just tell her I have cameras set up on each side, and I'll be going around with a gimbal. That's my usual setup.
That's good. That's good.
How about you? A bad experience? What happened there?
This happened a couple of times. So this videographer, like when I shoot.
What's the name?
Nah.
Okay. Name drop.
Like when I shoot ceremony, the photographer is usually in the front center, right? Getting the wide angle shots. I was at the front and center with my wide angle lens. And this videographer, he was right smack bang in front of me with zoom lens. So, for example, if I'm here, right, to get this view,
is that behind the chairs or just
next to the front chair?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like he's in the view, my view.
Right.
So instead of getting the bridal party and the couple kiss, this videographer is blocking the shots. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Just stand next to me so we can get both shots because he's usually using the the zoom lens. Yeah.
So why would he need to be?
I don't understand. It's happened twice. So I ended up telling the couple, sorry guys, would you mind doing it again?
For the first kiss?
For the first kiss. More like second kiss.
Oh, man.
I kind of embarrassed myself, but I need to get my shot.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's going to go back to you. Yeah.
And then, and everything was fine after that. So that happened twice.
Same kind of instance?
Yeah.
Right.
But different situation, different videographers.
Yeah.
So ever since that incident, I kind of have a backup plan. I've been doing with my 85mm with my left hand.
Yeah.
Wide angle.
You got two cameras.
Yeah. That's what I do.
It's a skill.
Especially if I work by myself, that's really helpful.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things where I don't like putting tripods in the middle. I know a lot of videographers do it still. Because it's hard to put a tripod in the middle. And if the photographer needs a wide angle shot, they can't Photoshop that tripod because it's too tall.
Yes.
And it's it's just there's just no way around it as a photographer's side. And if I need the middle shot, I just put my gimbal down. Just a tiny spot there. Yeah, where you can just Photoshop it.
Yeah.
So a lot of videographers still do tripods in the middle, which doesn't make sense to me. Because I'd rather see the couple's faces when they do the vows, so that's it's like shooting sideways. If I do need a middle shot, then I would go there myself. And if I need a ring shot, in the middle with the photographer. It's always around to everything.
Yeah.
If you want to work together.
That's right.
I know there's some vendors that it's like, why is this guy here? And I'm like, bro, come on, it's not for you. It's not your wedding.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are the essential pieces of equipment you never leave behind for a wedding shoot?
Right.
This is what we do.
Yeah, exactly. Cameras, number one. But other than camera, that would be my camera straps. I've been using this like a sling bag.
Oh yeah.
Sling bag. Yeah, it's really helpful because I can put my lenses on a sling bag. My phone,
batteries,
batteries, exactly. Because like like for us, like for me personally, if I run out of batteries, I have to go back to my camera bag somewhere in the corner of the room.
It's printing.
Yeah, that's not fun. Yeah, batteries, keys, phone, lenses, so I can just easily change.
Timeline. I know.
Timeline,
We
yeah.
spoke about it in the first one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First episode, guys. First
Yeah,
episode.
watch
Look
it.
it up. Timeline.
Family photo list.
Family photo list. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
See, I know you very well.
Oh yeah. Apple Watch.
Apple Watch. Yeah.
Apple Watch. Yeah. But that's on my hand though, on my wrist.
So everything's with you pretty much the whole day.
Pretty much the whole day.
That's good. That's good. Saves you stressing.
Yeah. What's your essential pieces of equipment you never leave behind for a wedding shoot?
It's a lot of things. Yeah.
A lot of things.
You know me, I carry a lot of a lot of stuff every wedding. I always have 3 cameras, 2 tripods, a gimbal, 2 lights for now, light stands, batteries, extra memory cards, extra batteries.
Extra batteries. How many batteries do you bring in a day? Like to shoot
Depends on the
10 hours.
10 hours?
Yeah.
Probably bring around 10 as well.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, same.
Yeah. I have 20 batteries in total. Which is, yeah, I feel like I need it. Yeah.
That's right. Do you bring charger?
No.
No? Okay.
Because I don't want to have a hassle to find a PowerPoint,
Yeah.
you know, and charge batteries. I just make sure I have extra batteries.
But if you have a back-to-back day, the back-to-back wedding.
I charge it when I get home.
Wow.
I just don't sleep. Oh, bad. But yeah.
Filters. Use filters?
I have ND filters, yeah.
ND filters.
Yeah, so to get that 180 degree... So yeah, your shutter speed should be double your frame rate. So
Right.
that's just a videography thing. Yeah, I just use ND filters. So it's a variable ND. So it depends on where I'm shooting. Yeah, and I bought a camera recently. So.
Yeah.
But hopefully I can bring it for the next wedding.
Okay.
It's got electronic ND, so it's built in.
Wow.
And it's got auto ND. So if I pan this way and it's bright, it just does it on its own.
Dang.
And if it's dark on this side, it goes back.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I bring. Anything else? Just water.
Water? Oh, yeah.
Mint.
That's good. Mint, yeah.
That's pretty much it. I don't really bring much else for myself. It's always for the wedding.
Yeah. Ever since I know you, I always put mint in my bag.
It's just easier, and
It's
after
really
you,
helpful.
after you eat as well, it's like oily foods. Yeah, it helps.
At a reception, especially when we do eat, right, and they're serving us this finger food, it's gonna be oily and stuff. I always have napkins or tissue in my pocket.
Right.
Yeah. And then when I touch the food, it's really important.
Yeah.
I always hit the shutter speed like that, right?
Yeah.
So I always get it like
Your middle finger. Ah.
like this one, either like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know like I won't touch the top bit.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have no way around it because I hold the whole thing. No, 2 hands.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult for you.
Yeah. How do you handle unexpected weather changes on a wedding day?
Couple of days before the wedding, I always check the weather. The client needs to realize and be flexible with the time. Have plan, backup plan, if something happens.
Yeah.
You know, because that's really important for everyone. Really.
Your guests as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
If it rains, we won't be able to do photos outside. Definitely, we won't be able to do like photos outside, like having fun, greenery and stuff. There won't be any greenery, backlit and stuff. You know? It's gonna be crappy weather, you know.
Indoors,
yeah. But it is what it is. We can definitely do some backlit photos with the flash and all, which happens to me actually a couple of years ago. The weather was so crappy, and then we ended up doing photos next to the building, which is in the veranda area there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the weather was so bad. And then there was this funny moments. The bride asked me, Alvin, I want to do photo shoot. And look outside. It's like, wow, not a good idea.
Where are we going?
Where are we going? It's just over there. It's like, and I looked at the videographer. I was like, you sure you want to do photos? Yeah. My camera is fine. I brought my flash with me.
Yep.
And I've got another guy helping me to hold the flash. And I've got someone holding the umbrella. And I said, okay. I looked at the outside. There's like a nice shaded tree, kind of, So we went there. I positioned the couple standing face to face there, and I've got the guy holding the flash behind them.
Yep.
Checked the flash. It was working, and then suddenly just bucketing rain. Bucketing rain, right? It's like, oh, I was so bloody scared. It's like it's gonna, ruin my camera. What if the camera died?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, okay, too late. It's already wet. So screw this. Moving on. All right. Okay, guys, just looking at each other, smiling. Umbrella, right? Umbrella is like, click, click, click. Done. Look at the photo. It's one of my best photos ever.
Right.
Yeah, look it up on my Instagram. It's over there. It's like, oh, so happy with that shot. The couple was so happy. And then, unfortunately, the videographer said, "Nah, it's too dark. It's too wet. I'm going back." All right, can't blame you because it was raining.
Yeah.
There's hardly any footage to shoot anyway.
Yeah.
So I went back. But that photo there was one of the best. Yeah, it was crazy. Like every time I showed the photos to my friends or to future clients, they would say, "Oh, is that Photoshop?" Nah, that's real rain there.
Yeah.
Real rain.
There's no Photoshop.
Yeah. It's not Photoshop. There's no masking. It's just pure rain.
That's how it is. Yeah.
That's how it is. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. Have you ever taken a photo of cultural wedding?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. How do you capture cultural wedding?
Depends on the culture, really. Just because I do meet up with the clients beforehand, it's part of my questions, which is, do you have any cultural events in the wedding day? Because I'm not like my knowledge with other culture is not the best. I have my own culture, which is not much. But I'm more used to Western clients where just ceremony, which is like 15 minutes. Yeah, the basic stuff. But yeah, I always meet up with my clients. Always ask them, is there anything that you want me to capture? Is there a cultural thing that you and your family do in your own culture where I need to capture kind of thing? And yeah, that's just how I do it. There's no other way to do it. I think just communication again with your clients.
I guess it's really important for us as photographers, videographers to respect other people's culture as well, to make sure we don't disrupt the whole flow.
Yeah.
For example, the tea ceremony at the Asian Chinese tea ceremony wedding, where the couple serving tea to the elderly. I've heard like some clients experience when the photographers actually said, "Okay, stop guys, can we do that again? It's too late. The tea's already been served."
I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's just not right. So just for us photographers, videographers, we just go with the flow.
Capture the moment. Make sure you're ready.
Yeah, make sure ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not our place to stop the workflow.
Yeah. It's like telling them to stop before the first kiss.
Yeah, that's
because you're not in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. You have to know where you're gonna be. You have to know what's happening to be able to be in the right spot and capture that moment. So, yeah.
Can you describe how you approach audio mixing, especially for vows and speeches?
Most people know I came from a music background, like you. Music's always been part of me. trying to find that the audio that suits the client is probably the hardest thing for me, and making sure that I haven't used it from the previous.
Oh, that's a challenging.
Yes. I've done too many weddings, and
Yeah.
I haven't really used the same music for two different couples,
Wow.
which is it's good, but yeah, it's becoming more challenging as far as you go. Yeah, mixing it pretty much you just lower the levels of the song, and then put in the speech or the vowels on top of that, and just make sure it fades in and out instead of it just cutting very quiet and then the vowels on top. So there's you just have to cut it, put in the fade on both sides, and then put in the audio on top. In terms of mixing the songs, with each wedding, I would probably use 2 to 3 songs, and they have to match each other. Even if one is upbeat, one is mellow, the key has to be sort of similar. If it starts with a C, you have to go all the way through or close, or you just have to know how to cut it. So you cut it and then put say the dad's speech on top, and then let the speech run for a bit if it's like an emotional speech, and you start the new song. So there's like a 5 second blank bit there without music.
Okay.
So there's other ways around it, but yeah, music mixing is not something that I expected to do when I started doing videography. I thought you can just use whatever music.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't even use copyright music, which I always tell my clients it's in my contract. You can't use Bruno Mars. You can't use Ed Sheeran. We're gonna get sued. I don't want that for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you use music from MusicBed?
MusicBed, Soundstripe.
Sounds right.
There's another one.
There's another one.
Epidemic Sound I use
Epidemics,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah, I think those are the main 3. Because Epidemic Sounds, they have sound effects as well. So yeah, you can do airplanes. You can do birds chirping. But yeah, all that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
So it's a monthly subscription. So
I know with Epidemics, it's quite expensive, right? 50 US
I think
per month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even tell my finances now. Oh, man. Yeah. So that's basically how I mix audio. There's a lot of ways. You just have to keep on rewatching it. That's why it takes us 6 to 8 weeks to deliver it, because I might be happy with it this week, and then I listen to it next week, and I don't like it. Then I change it. I look for a new song. Yeah. So, yeah. It's not quick.
Yeah.
And when you say, Brad, can you change this one song, please?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Change the whole lot.
You have to change the whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's not gonna flow properly.
Yeah, that's right.
What post-processing techniques do you use to enhance your wedding photos?
I only use Adobe Lightroom. Just batch processing, and then if I need to do some deep editing on any particular photos, I just use Photoshop. Easy. If I need to sharpen any particular photos, I just use Topaz AI. Topaz AI Lab or Topaz AI? Topaz.
Topaz Photo Lab, or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that to sharpen any particular photos. I just use those 3 softwares.
Yeah. Do a lot of masking. The Photoshop. The Lightroom now is getting better.
Yeah, I use that a lot. Just masking. Just click one button to just mask the subject and make it brighter, darker.
Yeah, make them all pop up.
Yeah.
A bit more. Do you use any of the? Have you used the erasing thing?
Or the
What do you call it?
clone.
Content aware thing.
in a Lightroom,
Yeah.
the new one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not perfect though.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
Is it still better in Photoshop or?
Yeah, still better in Photoshop.
So I don't use Photoshop. I don't know how to use Photoshop.
Yeah. Okay. Do you supply raw footage? No.
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 No
Big
raw
no.
footage.
Big no.
Big no. I can answer that. No.
We already talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Previous episode.
Yeah. Watch it.
Watch it. Yeah. But to summarize,
Elaborate.
yeah, really quick. The reason why we don't supply any raw footage from the camera because all the colors and stuff, like it's really bad. It needs to be retouched, processed by us.
Yeah. That's what you pay us for.
Yeah.
Just let us do our job. It doesn't represent us as well. All this raw footage is just any footage, you know. Because I've been friends with a few videographers, and gladly enough, they haven't asked me for the raw footage. But some brides would say, you know, I know someone that can edit videos, and I'm like, sorry, I don't really deliver raw footage because it's not finished. It's not my company. It's not what I do. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you know someone. I can get someone from online that can edit for me as well. So,
yeah,
you know, anyone can do it. But it doesn't represent the company. And if you tag me and I don't like it, and a lot of people don't like it, you know, it's going to ruin my name. So
that's right.
the same thing with photos, you know. There's a lot of photo editors out there that you can get for very, very cheap too. And if they tag you,
yeah, that's not my photos.
it's not your work.
Yeah.
And, you know, it ruins the market for potential clients. So, yeah, just doesn't represent us.
That's right. Look, to be honest, in the past, when I first started doing this wedding photography, my old clients, long time ago now, long time ago.
Before I was born. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm old, vintage, but it's okay. But not that old. Come on, Brad.
Okay.
Yeah, so I send the photos, like the JPEG, high-res JPEG photos to the client. I looked up on my social media because we're kind of following each other.
Yeah.
And I looked at the photo. This photo looks familiar. And I was like, that's my photo. I took that shot. It's like, how come it's different? The color is so bad. Yeah, they just turned it to, I don't know, the color is way off. Yeah, I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
But I can't say anything, you know, because they're paying for my service and I've delivered the photos. My job is done.
Yeah. I mean, you did your job.
Yeah.
But it is quite disappointing to see that because, I don't know, it's just, if you're not happy with what we do, you know, just, there's a lot of other people out there.
Yeah.
Just to get them.
Yeah. The problem is when someone asks that couple, you know, who took that photo? Oh, it's me. So, I shot that wedding, but that's not my photo.
Yeah.
It doesn't represent my business.
Yeah.
That's all. I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
all right.
the end of this episode.
Yeah. Next week we will have a guest coming over.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different guest.
Different guest. Yeah. We try to bring different guests every fortnight.
Just so we can see and their point of view about how they do their job. Any tips and all that
stuff. Educate people. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. See you next time.
Thank you.
Peace. Bye.